Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another night of model assembly. Today we're going to do the SKS-6, which should be a lot of fun. I only have 3 sprues left. We are going to attempt to get through these not as fast as possible, but definitely as efficient as possible. So the kit starts with one of the hounds for the instructions. So we're gonna start with that. So we got G1 and G2. And hopefully you are all doing all right. Thank you for those folks that are watching this series of videos. I greatly appreciate it, and appreciate your time and effort of hanging out while we do this assembly. From what I can fully gather on social media, is this kit is fully released and should be available at local game stores if your local game stores put an order in for it. If not, I don't know the email for the SFG trade team, but I know there are definite abilities and efforts that you can take to either order through your local game store and get this kit, or order directly from SFG and get the kit that way. So you have options. Like I've said a lot, this kit has been a ton of fun, and I am very excited to get these painted up. So they won't be... My hope is that I can start on some of the kits, or in some of the cadres that I need to work on Sunday. I have an event on Saturday, so I can't really paint or get stuff set up for that. But hopefully on Sunday, I will be available. No, I got readers, I got cheaters a while ago. I also have like a set of like blue light glasses for my computer, so it's not like I need to actually wear them. I am wearing them because it makes my life easier to have a little bit of the correction that's available from them. The nice thing about these Cadre shoulder pads versus the Signarin ones, from the other kits is that the Cadre ones are very obvious for which ones go where and which direction. So these have been a lot simpler to look in. Let's see. Alright, so G5 is the side of the head, or the face part of the head. And G6 is this other part. The only issue I have with these glasses is they like to slide down my face a bit, so I'm always like quasi-correcting them, but they're cheapo $10 pair from the local Target, so I don't expect like perfect form, fit, and function out of them. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I've got all right eyesight except for that chronic eye problem that I deal with. But otherwise, my vision's all right. I've definitely noticed situations specifically with just getting older that have caused problems. Alright, so G7 and G8. This model's going fast. Pretty excited to just have this whole kit be complete and ready to start painting. I think there's a number of people that have done some very interesting paint schemes online already. From those that got their kits early. The Solikov synthwave, yeah, that one is. I think it was the Ice King that did that one. That one is. I want to say ridiculous, but ridiculous in the best ways. And I find that one fascinating. Part because that color scheme goes so well, because the gray, or like the white, the purple, and then that green or teal. Like, we all know that those colors go well because that is that style, and it looks really good. Right, right. It just hits on a different level once you see it, and you're like, oh, I see what's going on, and I can get behind the level of madness that is, and I can fully embrace that craziness. It's really good. Did I miss a step? Oh, yeah, that's just worded or shown in a weird pattern. G9. So G9, G10, and G12. But yeah, I've got a lot of projects that I need to finish and are waiting in the wings. A friend of mine recently started getting out of all of his like older models, and I need to investigate the right way to redisperse the collection to the masses, for not necessarily for a ton of profit, but for some goodwill to different people. Right, minimal loss. Like, we're not looking to get money out of it per se, but it'd be nice to be able to say, hey, here's some cool models for folks, and approach it that way. You just sit right there. you do. Okay, dry fit successful. The instructions they're not weird in this case, but I think it's just something that, like, the step-by-step on this doesn't, like, I'm just looking at this, like, what it's wanting me to do. So it wants me to attach this to the gun first, when I think I can, like, more easily attach the gun to the body here, because it's got connection points that are really easy, and then take this and just attach it right here. Like it just feels like this works better. So I'm slightly deviating from the plan, but only because it just feels a little smarter. Not say smarter, it just feels like it flows better from the parts. That is a hell of a minigun with a hell of a shield. That is impressive. And G11. So this guy will be done right after this part. I would say this is probably the fastest I've assembled one of these models out of the two kits. But I think it's just a level of what the complexity is. Alright. I had seen my bases and placed them somewhere. Covered them up. There's a lot of bullets. I cast magic bullet right. The meme that I think of with that is the wizard runs out of spell slots. I cast American magic with the gun. I cast gun. Pretty sure this is a 30. Yep, it's a 30. So that's Hound A done. We'll get to Hound B. I've run out of spells, but not shells. Yes. Yes. So saith the gun mage. sit and detach to your base. We have H1, H2, and H3. ICJs. So this one's the J kit. You're the H. There's I's and K's. Here's H's. So H1, 2, 1, 2, where's 3? 3, okay. Oh, alright. That's cool. One thing I brought up to, speaking of shirts, and something that I encountered recently, and then I chatted with some of my coworkers with. So I work in data engineering, and I've seen shirts on Facebook that say, that's not very data driven of you, and or that's not a very data driven decision. And I've been very tempted to get it because I think the shirt is hilarious, especially in my field. But I also worry that wearing it to work would not be the most appropriate thing. You have a few of those stuck to your work MacBook. That's awesome. Is a Delta Lake okay to you, or how about an Enterprise Data Lake? Do you prefer Iceberg tables or Delta tables? I'm gonna be murdered. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can determine the size of the lake I'm found in. I think that's really funny. That's good. That's good. All right, H5. Where's H5? Here it is. Yep. I've decided I'm going to try to program up a super specific application, and it can be a lot more work than really what it needs to be. But I'm interested in trying to at least program it. Because someone showed me or I saw a post about Lordle, which is a Lord of the Rings Wordle, and that has tickled me completely fancy on like content specific Wordle-esque games, and I want to spend some time and effort to do a little bit of dev in that space, because really it's a database that you're querying against, and you're trying to prove out a certain subset and the number of guesses to get there, and it's not complicated. It's a very interesting and simple project, so I'm just like trying to explore how much effort and time I want to put into the application, along with everything else I'm doing, because we all know I'm doing too much. Yeah, that's a difficult situation to be in, and I get you, because it's really like the advocacy for yourself, so that you're not going insane and you're not dying for the business that you're part of, and really like being part of existence. I totally get you on that. These models are cool. I really like how these models look. Go together so easily. I'm super impressed. Right. And that's definitely the part of it, is like there's a cost to doing it now, like that immediacy cost. There's a, it's not say a penalty to pay, but it's definitely a, hey, you're trying to do all of these things, and these things have a value to them. That reminds me, I need to send a question feedback thing in that I haven't done yet, because I I keep going, I need to think about this thing, but I never, like, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not doing it in the same respect. I'm just thinking about it, and I need to bite the bullet and do the questions that I'm thinking of and get them written down and get them submitted so it doesn't take longer. This goes on and the shoulder pad goes right there, so Cadre shoulder pads making my life easy. All the Signer ones were tiny and not painful, but they were definitely not as easy as these Cadre ones are. These Cadre ones are so much simpler. Alright, how to get this piece out without breaking it. They want no downtime. Oh, yeah, that's no good. And nothing about that is a good situation. They want a miracle, and are expecting it to be perfect without backup or proper work, it sounds like. Yeah. You just can't do it in a rush. You can do it with proper planning and proper steps taken, right? I get you. Oh, yeah, no, this part is clearly not labeled to the right spot. Alright, let's write this note. Five 30-second intervals, yeah. And honestly, 5 30-second intervals is not that much downtime. That's like nothing in terms of downtime. 2.5 minutes is not that much. Alright, gas mask attached. Yeah, no, I hear ya. Oh, does that say paint before attaching? Is that what that icon means? Recommended painted separately. Yep, that's what that one says. I refuse. I will suffer. So the recommendation is, because this shield is going to cover up so much of different parts of the model, that you're not going to be able to actually get in there to paint it, that you shouldn't attach this. Now I will suffer through one of these if it's so bad that I can't yeah, because it just covers up so much of that inside, but you can't really see any of that stuff anyway. That, yes, it'll cover it up, but you're not really gonna be able to see it from a painting point of view anyway. Alright, number 2 is done. I'm gonna prime the whole thing still on sprues. Yeah. I should just set you down. I do like the bases that I don't have to do anything to be fully complete. I like not having to cover them. That is very cool. Houndsea. Looking for II. I2, 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 I3. Where's I1? Also known as II. There's I11, so I. I1 over here. I1, I2, and I3. Ryan is the first model to have been in 3 different units as a character. So Ryan was in the Black 13th, was in Kane's Hellslingers, and then was back to the Black 13th. In terms of other models that are close to that, Eris is a solo, so she doesn't count. She has been only one model as a model in a unit. Other models that are in units that are characters, I think that is correct. Yep. because there really isn't truly that many like character models. Like there are character models that have a number of like iterations they've had, but yes, this is the only one that's the unit. Yes, it is Watts, because Watts is the same boat, because he has the same character growth. It's the Black 13th as a group have that kind of history together, with Glover being the new version that is not the same. And I would have to actually look at Kane's Hellslingers, because I don't know how that unit ended up in Mark IV from its previous iterations. I don't remember us making character units in Mark IV, or Warcaster or Warlock units, leader units in Mark IV. I know we made a bunch of solos and like additional units for those models, and then modified their rules appropriately. But I don't remember how the Hellslingers work. Right, solo caster, dogs, solo, new caster with a pony, right? I4, I5. 4, I5. Eris has not necessarily the same evolution, but a definitely a evolution of solo, attachment, solo. Yes. But multiple versions of the same model. So like there's lots of versions of her. Zacchaeus. Okay. Yeah. No, I can get behind Zacchaeus's bunny. Yeah, Butcher on Zacchaeus's bunny that would be real good. I know I saw someone make a version of Butcher 5 with Butcher 4 and Fenris's horse. Which is an interesting difference of models. I get hesitant when there's parts that are kind of just floating like this one, but there's actually really good connectivity for this. It feels weird because it's like kind of just hanging out there, but it's actually got really, really good connectivity to the rest of that part. I think I'm on I6, I7 now. Where did it happen? I5. Is I5 not done yet? I6, I7. Where's I5? Oh, I5's the gun. I6, I7. Okay. Fever dreams are real? Yeah. I definitely understand it. The fever dream type thing. That's the worst part about getting sick to me is the crazy fever dreams that can happen. I do not enjoy them. I wish you the best of luck. I didn't think one of these hounds had their face showing, but this one definitely does. Kind of like the idea of them being the not necessarily faceless mooks, but that idea that they're too good for taking their mask off. As folks that are wearing gas masks, you wear gas masks for a reason. You don't take them off randomly. I'm still amazed at how simple this whole kit, just it all connects together so well. I can't just every time I put something new together, it blows my mind on how good all of the assembly is on this. I haven't struggled at all with really any part of this kit. It's just just goes together. What's a HEV suit? I don't necessarily know what a HEV suit is off the top of what that acronym means. Oh, Gordon Freeman suit. Got it. That. You can tell I didn't play Half-Life. Understand now. I heard you, Discord. Alright, now I need to learn some website dev skills. Or easy app skills. To develop this stuff. I know I can do it. I just don't have like that quick knowledge. This is what I like about how SFG designed this kit, is the joins from the sprue to the part is often thin, which can be a little bit of a hindrance on the part kind of just like falling off the sprue. But it makes like the times when you have to pull it apart and just kind of like knock the piece off really simple. Oops, that's too tall. There it is. Get his gas mask on his chest, on their chest. I actually don't know if these they are they until proven otherwise. Don't look at me, I'm a packet pusher, frame forward, and a Wi-Fi wizard. That's I don't think I've ever heard of your job kind of pushed that way, but yes. And I am just a data verifier. Alright, let's get you attached. hounds are built. Verify the lights are blinking correctly, yeah. Oh, we get to do a jack. We get to do the razor, all 23 or 24 parts for the razor. Alright. L. U-R-K. I still think you are J. You are. You are L. So this whole sprue is going to be the razor. Because the other two sprues are caster and the solo. Alright, L1. You're a big giant piece right in the center here. L1, L2, and L3. Yeah, this is I will say that this section of kit so far has been faster than the Hellslinger portion so far, but that might also be just a product of fluency with the kits. I'm now working on my 10th model between the kits, because there's 6 in the first Cadre, 3 more I just finished, and now working on the 10th. So there's a level of that familiarity and just how well the kits go together. So I can definitely see that as benefits. Casting comically oversized beer can gun. Nice. If you get a chance, because my Deuce is out in the car, Deuce's gun is gigantic. It makes a Meg Bolter look tiny. Not that Meg Bolters are like the most big guns in the world, but they definitely make it substantially in size. So the thing to be aware of on this is the legs have pegs on the opposite sides. So just make sure you don't attempt, like, you can't really attempt to put these in wrong, but Superiority feet turn on Boris is wee. Yeah. Yeah. Between the Razor and the Avalanchers, Cadre got a lot of cool jacks. And they are real good. Those are shoulders. I'm looking for the leg plates. L4 is this one. And where's the other one? Oh, I'm blind. Is it right next to it? It's right next to it. Okay, so L4. We'll do L4 first. Okay, that's interesting. I expected, I guess, a little bit of a peg on the inside because there's just a hole in the leg, so it's a little odd that there's not. My confusion is this doesn't have like anything to attach to, and with the hole here I kind of expected it, but this just sits on top like this, which is just a unexpected difference of how this connects. I didn't expect it to do that. I expected to put something into insert rod A into slot B. L6, L7. Let's do L6 first. So this is L6, which does go on this side. Okay. I think I'm going to finish this jack up tonight. And then tomorrow, I don't know what just fell. But tomorrow, spend more time finishing the caster, the leader, and the solo. In part because I know the leader has a lot of parts. And there's still some work I want to try to take care of tonight. So spending a little bit of time on this. At least getting to a point of being mostly complete will be nice. And then tomorrow I can finish it all off. Then we'll have both cadres built and ready to go and ready for painting. Just need to get them done before Adepticon. L8. L8, then L10. The fun of model assembly is that it's like watching glue dry. L8 goes on first, which is the back piece. You get turned around. You connect right here. Then you go over the top. Hey Zeke, how are you? We are pushing our way through the razor right now. Trying to have a better day. Hopefully it improves. I know it can definitely suck if it's just been rough for a little while. Work is hell, don't have time for much else. Ooh, 12-hour days. Won't have a day off until January. Oh, that is very rough. I am super sorry to hear that. That's a lot of work. well, hopefully it, hopefully the compensation is worth that pain, and or it goes away and never returns, because that's a lot of time and effort to be doing work stuff and not life stuff. Like 12-hour days is real bad. 12-hour days for a month is awful. There's just, you can't live your life that way. Compensation's not worth it. I am sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Where do you go? Do you go in there? Oh, you do, because you're like a gas mask. Okay, yeah. This part by itself looks very weird, and doesn't look like it is supposed to go where it does. It's just the lower part of it. It's the neck and the bottom of the head. Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. Like, you do what you need to do to survive, and it sucks, and I get it. So, you have my sympathy and empathy that it gets better eventually, or that things change into a state it gets better, because no one can survive in that kind of state. I am glad that I pushed pretty hard here. This top piece should have went on. This head piece should have went on first, because it didn't actually fit, and I'm glad I tried to jam it, because it looked very weird. The head was sticking out too far. Alright, so now we're going to do this one side here. So L13, 12, and 14. Okay. Did they fix the instructions? For some, maybe. I know I am sending things that I notice in, with like as clear of details as I can provide. So hopefully, and that's the best I can offer on it. Honestly, if you had given me the instructions of assemble the model by just looking at grab the parts in order and work through the parts in order, minus things like the shoulder pads on the Hellslingers, you could have, or the Black 13th, you could have probably done this whole kit without looking at the instructions. It is that damn intuitive, and it is a testament to the engineers and the HIPS producer, however the person that spent the time to figure out all of the parts and the proper way to make all the parts fit and work. They did one of the most amazing jobs that I've ever encountered with kits like this. The way I've said it in the streams like yesterday and whatnot is these kits are sublime. They are like nearly a work of art. They're that good, and it's just it's so surprising. So I don't know if they've fixed them. I didn't recheck. I know that I heard that they were re-uploaded. So whatever the initial problem was possibly got fixed, but I don't know what that initial problem was to be able to speak to it. I think moving all 2-player command starters to hips would have been a cool idea. It could have been. The thing... So, I said this as well previously, but pros and cons. I think this kit is gorgeous and really well done, and for its cost and value, it's fantastic. The pro to it is the people that love to build the models and assemble models, you get to do it again. The con to that is you have to assemble models. So for me to, like the example that I have on this is, if I wanted to play my Necrofactorum army, I could have had it all built in less than an hour, including probably magnetizing all the jacks, or at least magnetizing a set of arms I care about. To do this kit, it took me 3.5 hours to do the Hellslingers. I'm currently an hour and a half in, into this kit, this half of the Cadres. So I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying I felt spoiled in the efforts that I was doing with the kits. So it is things that I was... Assembling models is not something that was super complicated previously, but I lost those skills in the transition to 3D printed resin, and gaining them back is a little bit harder now. But I think if they do all 2-player starters in this fashion, they'll be really cool. I think this kit is a fantastic kit. It is really well designed. It is super value for what it is, and I think it is a very well done kit, to the point of just being a work of art. Honestly, yeah, I agree with you. All right, 17 is here, 16 and 18, 16 and 18, 18. Where's 16? 16's right here. Okay. And yeah. I do like, from the point of productions and like how companies produce things, I think having part of your production line as hips is a fantastic idea from the idea that, say you have and you envision your company throughput as a pipeline, as a faucet, or as a drain, or like some analog like that. You can only put so much through a singular design process, a singular method of production. And when you reach the capacity of that, you can't push more into it. Like there's a finite push through with that. Well, with hips and having 2 or more different production methods, you can now get away with not having to be so reliant on your one throughput. You're not like reliant on the same people that are doing the resin printing to be doing the hips printing and the hips manufacturing. And by having those be separate groups, you've now optimized your throughput. And so it's a very interesting type of pattern to do to diversify your manufacturing process, so you're not stuck with only one bottleneck. You can get away with multiple bottlenecks. Obviously, there's increased cost and different economies of scale and everything else that goes into how you produce and work through things, but it does provide more production elements that aren't tied to the same process, which I like. I think it's a good idea. All right, everything but like whatever's the fist part of this, I forget. Oh, it's the shield. It's the buzzsaw shield. I gotta do that yet. So, 15 is this side, and I want to make sure I get the right ones in the right side, or the correct ones in the correct side. Now this goes, so this one is this side. How do you attach? You attach to the shoulders. Okay, so I need to write down a note here because this looks odd on the diagram. Okay, so you fit in there really well. Nice. But like I was saying, this kit is so amazing. Like, I've never had parts fit together so well. And so little difficulties. Like there's really no difficulties on this kit. It's just working your way through it. I forget, did you get one of these? Still need to build yours? Yeah. Were you one of the lucky folks to get one at Warfare Weekend? Work that knife. Thanks, Striker. I need to get a different blade in this knife is the real answer. I have been lazy and been using a dull knife for ages. Oh, for content creation? Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Back to work on that castle. Good luck. Alright, last part. Zeke, have a good night. Sleep well. Be well. Alright, L21. So... okay. Yeah, I'll be finishing this stream up in a little bit because we're pretty close to done. And that we will effectively be done once I get these parts together. Okay, then 22 and 23. I don't think they're really different, but 22 is on the left, 23 is on the right. 23 is on the right. I don't think there's any more parts. There is not. Alright. The last 4 parts for this kit. And then we'll have the hounds and razor done and ready. Yeah, I like the if I wasn't streaming, obviously these would have been done over the course of like a YouTube set of videos or watching shows or whatnot. So like it's a little different when you can be entertain's the wrong word for it, but you can be distracted by content and just doing your thing. Not that I'm not distracted by content of hanging out and chilling and chatting with folks, but it's just it's a different vibe. So I think like this hour and a half that I've been doing on these is right around the level of work I like to do, and then crank into it the next day. Alright, so saw blade. Which way do you go? You go this way. into this way. Okay, you fit in there snug as a rug. Holy cow. Yeah, this kit keeps blowing me away on just how cool it is and how good it is. Alright, there's a spike that goes upwards, which I think is this spike. I like it that you hook up with the bottom spikes here, and then this cuts downwards, and that's a neat design look, so that it actually like holds you in place as it's shredding the life out of you. Alright, there's the shield. Gonna be a rebel and attach this before. It says to paint it before attaching this because it might get in the way. I will deal with it when I get to it. Razor's done. Very cool jack. Very cool unit. Very fun assembly period that I just had. We'll do a quick show off of the two parts, or the models. So we got Hound A with their Gatling cannon. Very cool models. Okay. Hound B with, I think it's a grenade launcher. I would have to look at the rules to be sure, but I'm pretty positive it's a grenade launcher. And Hound C with their carbine, I think. Very cool models. Very happy with them. So that's the Hounds. And then got the leader and the solo left to do tomorrow. But then the Razor in all of its beefy Cadoran glory. Ready to smite the motherland, or the enemies of the motherland, not the motherland. Very cool set of models. Very beefy version of that jack. So, yeah, this was fun. Went really fast. Those 4 models took no time at all. Hour and 40 minutes to really, like, plus whatever the stream time was running on this, but hour and like 20, hour and 30 minutes, somewhere in that area, to get these all built and move through. So tomorrow we'll be on for the hour it'll take me to build the leader and the. I'm gonna bring up the names because they're on the sheet. Where did I just close it? I did not. It is the Jackal is the solo, and then that says Vilcool, which I think is their, I forget if that's the first name or last name, but Vilcool. And I will get them built and move through. So yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support as always. I really do appreciate it. And we will see you all next time. So be well, be safe. It was a pleasure, and we'll talk soon. Bye, folks.